Hello everyone. Data clean rooms provide a new paradigm for data sharing in a privacy enhanced manner. As we are moving towards a cookieless future, a powerful alternative to collaborating with others is to directly match first party datasets and derive insights for customer engagement. In the context of media and entertainment, also called as M&E, media publishers can increase advertising revenue by monetizing how viewers engage on their media properties. Through clean rooms, M&E publishers can securely share first-party viewer behavior that they collect and also enrich the same by joining with datasets available. LTI Mindtree has built a service accelerator that reduces frictions when building and operating distributed clean rooms on Snowflake. The accelerator allows data contributors to seamlessly implement access rules while sharing data and also allows for back and forth communication to derive joint insights with data consumers. So let's see this accelerator in action. On the landing page as a one-time activity, we can onboard an account to the clean room. This sets up the account for clean room activities by creating user, role, and administrative objects with least privileges required for clean room setup. For our use case, we have onboarded media publisher as one party and a brand or advertiser as another party to our clean room. After logging in, this is the landing page where each party can assume the role of producer, that is owner of data, or a consumer of data. Here, we have a use case where media publisher wants to increase his advertisement revenues. To achieve this, he would start by sharing his proprietary viewer identity graph for advertisers to find audiences. Media House user will start off as a producer by creating a clean room, which is like creating an empty container or a data shell. He can then add his viewer identity graph to this clean room. If this data is lying in multiple places or in parts, he can combine them, apply filters, and create a new composite object. He can further apply restricted access policies in place, which ensures that unless certain validation checks are fulfilled, data won't be visible. This adds the object to the clean room. Our LTI Mindtree Data Clean Rooms Accelerator provides the business the ability to set up controls on datasets in a business-friendly manner. This is where the business rules are translated into query templates in Snowflake. Different datasets can be shared with different type of business rules and accesses. The current dataset has personal attributes as well as TV viewership data. For a scenario where the brand or the advertiser wants to determine the total addressable audience, the media house will only allow the brand or advertiser to do a plain join without showing any viewer data. Or consider an enrichment scenario where he wants to let the brand only view few selective columns, and that too at an aggregated level and not at an individual level. These controls can be easily applied from the UI, and the media house doesn't need to depend on any IT stuff. Once this template is created, media publisher can then go ahead and share these templates along with the viewer identity graph to the data consumer. The user at the brand or advertiser end gets an email notification that there is an inbound share coming from the media house. She then logs in into our data clean room application at her end. She will first go ahead and consume this inbound share. Further, as a consumer, she can view the shared item and place a request for viewing the data. Here, based on the query template, she would just need to fill the required details. For example, for the overlap scenario that we discussed, there is nothing from party A which would be viewable. So she would only be able to select her columns and her join conditions to get the overlap. This being done, she can place a request which translates into an SQL query in the backend and is sent to media publisher as a query request. Here, we have used the power of automation to make these workflows frictionless using native components provided by Snowflake. The user at Media Publisher end gets a notification that a request has been placed. He can log in at his end and enable continuous tracking of such requests. He will go ahead and validate the current request. If the criteria for the request template is met, say if the query request for our overlap scenario is not trying to access any of the media publishers columns and so forth, the request is approved, else the request is rejected. Once the validation is done, the brand or the advertiser gets a notification email with the status. In this case, it's approved. At her end, she can then materialize the results to view the data. Let's see the results of materializing the overlap request. So this is a join of the brand data with the media publisher data, which helps the brand or the advertiser to determine the first level of addressability. That is the total number of people whom they can reach on that property of media publisher. In this case, it is 33.3K. To drill down further, the brand or the advertiser does a match at segmentation level with the viewer behavior on media property. Let's see the results of materializing this enrichment request. Here, the brand or the advertiser compares her segments with the viewing behavior on media property at an aggregated level. This gives her an idea about the viewing behavior, and she can accordingly target her segments during their respective show times. She can further increase the likelihood of campaign effectiveness by combining this data with external sources from Marketplace for customer insights and data enrichment. She will join the data with brand dominance dataset available on Marketplace to determine the target audience, and then go ahead and share this data securely with the media publisher. Here, the brand or the advertiser now becomes the producer and the media publisher is the receiving party. So this will help the media publisher to determine the audiences available for activation. So based on this, they will show the ads to their customers on their favorite show times. So as we can see here, 2252 was the target audiences sent from the brand end for activation. So the media house will go ahead and activate the ads for these people. So once activation info is collected, they will share the list of activated customers to the brand or the advertiser securely. The brand or the advertiser will match the list of activated customers with their footfall data. So brands can do an attribution of ad to footfall. That is, those customers who came to the store after seeing the ad. So we can see here that 502 footfalls can be attributed to the ad. That is, after seeing the ad, the number of people who went to the store is 502 out of 2252, which is around 25%. So this back and forth, as we have demonstrated, can be managed seamlessly by building workflows and notifications. As an elite service partner of Snowflake, LTI Mindtree, through its solution accelerator, enables businesses to build their own data clean rooms on Snowflake, suited for their unique needs, faster and better.